We've all heard our doctors say that being overweight is a serious risk factor for disease. But what does it actually do? How does it damage our body and our system internally? And why should we be keeping our weight within normal levels? So in today's video, I'm going to reveal what being overweight or fat does to your body and how it sickens you without you even knowing it. Hey guys, Dr. Gus here, naturopath, acupuncturist, conventional doctor, and founder of Landivar.com. In this channel, as a conventional doctor, I treat patients through natural medicine before recurring to the use of pharmaceutical drugs. So if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing and press that bell down below to see notifications and be the first one to watch a new video. If you need an online point of quality supplements for your disease, visit Landivar.com and stay till the end of this video. I'm going to share extra tips and video links related to this topic. Being overweight can pose a serious risk factor for disease, especially if you've been suffering from many pounds on top of what you should be carrying for a long period of time. Now, sometimes we wonder, why is being overweight such a big deal? Because certainly I don't feel like it's affecting me. Well, the truth is that having many pounds of fat more than what you'd be carrying can actually change many functioning systems in your body. Many people that are overweight could be suffering from articular joint pain. Others could be having an insulin resistance they still are not noticing. Some even have high blood pressure, diseases that affect the heart, circulatory system, and many other health conditions. There are consequences to being overweight, consequences that you should not ignore. So in today's video, I'll reveal some of the greatest dangers of being overweight and carrying more than what you should have in your body and how you can reverse this before it's too late. Number 1, joint pain. A lot of people forget that their bodies are made to carry a specific weight, sometimes within the normal ranges, just a little bit more or a little bit less that should be deemed as healthy. Now, in this case, if you are overweight and you're carrying more fat than you should be carrying every day, you have to be careful with your joints. Your joints have cartilage, obviously, and these joints have a specific weight that they can and cannot carry. Millions of people that are overweight might be suffering or will suffer in the future joint pain in their knees. Their knees quickly deteriorate and they obviously wonder why that is. So if you are suffering from joint pain, especially in your knees, which is the part that carries the most weight in the entire body, you have to lose some weight. Taking supplements might not be helping you at all because what really is the problem is how much weight you're carrying in your body. If you need something natural that can help your body regenerate that articular damage you might be suffering, look for Extra Flex, CurcuHealth, and Appleizer from Fineland at Landivar.com. Appleizer and Figurizer will help you accelerate that metabolic rate so that your body does not suffer from overweight and metabolic stagnation. Number 2, blood pressure goes up. A lot of people wonder why they have high blood pressure, and if you think about it, the more mass you carry, the more your heart has to function or has to strain itself to make sure that that blood reaches every single tissue or cell in that system. If you have less body mass, then your heart is going to suffer less with the strain it has to put in itself to make sure that that circulatory system is working properly. Now you have to understand that this is basically the reason why so many doctors will tell you that being overweight will put a strain on your heart. The more mass it has to feed basically with your circulatory system, the more strain it will suffer. So what you really need is to start exercising. Stop eating too many carbs, less breads, less sugar, less pasta, less processed goods. This will only put a problem on top of the problem you already have, which is weight gain. Not even mentioning other risk factors that in the future might even develop with the overweight situation you are facing. If you need something natural for this purpose to make sure that your body accelerates the burning of fat and makes sure that your heart can function the way it should be, look for Metathyroid, Heart Excel to lower and to improve that blood pressure control, and something like Vein Flow to improve circulation. Number 3, your liver will fill itself up with fat. A lot of the fat that you produce to store for future use, which is basically being overweight, is stored in organs that need that space to function. In this case, your liver, you start to see a fatty liver. Your kidneys start to get fat all over, around also, which puts them in a greater risk to suffer from kidney disease. And believe it or not, being overweight is a risk factor for many organs that fill themselves up with fat they should not have, because you should be having a more active lifestyle, more exercise every day. And obviously, if you're not doing that or you're not eating something healthy, then your organs are filling themselves up with fat. Be very careful with fatty liver disease. Your liver will not be able to function properly, to detoxify, or to clean your blood properly. And in the future, you will face conditions like cirrhosis, maybe even insulin resistance and diabetes if you're not careful. If you need something natural to improve liver function, detoxify, and make sure that you support everything that your liver needs to function properly, look for Thistle Essence, Appleizer, and Green Shot from Fineland at drlandivar.com. Number 4, insulin resistance. Now, this is probably the most complicated situation when it comes to being overweight. Your body is accumulating fat where it shouldn't be, and there comes a time when the body can't accumulate more than what it already has. This starts to produce something called insulin resistance. Your body becomes resistant to insulin. In other words, it can't keep storing more energy than what you already have stored. And your cells become kind of like numb with everything that they have to be absorbing naturally that they already can't. So sugar, cholesterol, triglycerides, you become insulin resistant. So your body starts accumulating more than what they already have. And that becomes a problem because in the future, you might be facing pre-diabetes, if you're not careful, diabetes, and if you're not careful even then, you will see other damages in your body. You might see problems with your eyesight due to insulin resistance, problem with your kidneys due to a bad circulatory system with sugar that is being accumulated in your blood due to insulin resistance. You might see cholesterol levels going out of whack and triglycerides and all sorts of complications just because you are overweight. So be careful with the fat you are accumulating. Be careful with your body. Your body is obviously an excellent example of how well balanced you should be, and you should not be carrying more weight than you can. If you need something natural to improve insulin resistance to make sure that your body can accelerate that metabolic rate and absorb sugar more easily, look for Neuromatrix, Metaglucose, and Dia8 from Fineland at drlandivar.com. And help out the channel by giving this a thumbs up and share with your friends and family. If you have any questions, leave your comments down below and I'll be happy to assist you. If you need quality supplements for your disease or an online appointment, visit drlandivar.com and check out these other videos with stop information that might prevent us here with in the future. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you soon.